never settled on a middle ground.
Apparently someone thinks it should be hot.
It is still one.
Smoking in here.
I'm Willie Geist, along with Al, Natlie, and Tamron. We want to get right to our take 3 because we have a very special guest sitting right over there, the kid president. Before we get to him, though, let's look at a sneak peek of some Super Bowl ad teasers and really talk about whether or not this is a great idea. I guess 34 of last year's ads were online before the Super Bowl. That number's even going up this year. So the argument is YouTube gives you a bigger audience. Sure. Advertisers like it. You get 6 to 1 more views than you did without it.
People are talking about it. Why would you not? Nowadays, I mean, if you think that the average price of a 30-second ad on network television is about $4 million.
And that's not counting the cost to produce.
Free. Yeah. YouTube free. And you get, as you said, 6 times more viewers.
And you get a hipper audience. I mean, not that, you know, older people aren't hip.
No.
But
why are you looking at Al?
Do you think they should release
because he would look at me.
Commercials. Our take 2 is a Taco Bell ad that's stirring up a little bit of controversy. We're not going to tell you what it is. See if you're offended by anything in this ad. Offended? Anyone offended?
I didn't see anything. Did I miss it?
Yeah, the vegetable people are upset.
The vegetable people. The vegetables.
The vegetable lobby is very upset.
Why?
That it's because you're mocking vegetables and
it's
making...
not a healthy message. Maybe that's where they should be more offended.
They should be maybe
in the case looks like a beer.
You know, one has nothing to do with the other.
No.
You know, and by the way, when you do bring vegetables, people do look at you a little like...
I'm one of those people that brings the vegetables.
You do? Of course
Really?
you do.
Yes.
And now you wonder why you're not getting invited.
But I thought it was
that's not nice.
No.
I thought you wanted me
there. I do want vegetables. I
But
like
you don't want
the
a
vegetables.
vegetable tray at a Super Bowl party.
Well,
you want queso
you can have vegetables and you can have tacos. They're not mutually.
I always bring a healthy
But you can have both.
You want the meat.
Well, by the way, all this said, Taco Bell pulled the ad.
Yeah.
A Taco Bell spokesman said, quote, "We didn't want anyone to misinterpret the intent of the ad." Come on, guys.
But wasn't there lettuce on that taco?
Not enough. Not enough.
Is that really a vegetable there?
That's a vegetable.
Iceberg lettuce?
Right, it's tomatoes.
Salsa has tomatoes.
Exactly.
Lettuce on taco.
So the vegetables were offended and they won. The ad was
The
pulled.
VeggieTales.
So there you go. Okay, our take 3, we could not possibly be more excited about this.
Oh my gosh.
Have you heard about the kid president? If the answer is yes, you're one of the more than 4 million people on YouTube who've been inspired by this video. Mr. President.
I would vote for you.
It is an honor. He's here with his brother-in-law, Brad Montague, who collaborated and helped shoot the whole video.
Great.
Guys, it's so good to have you with us.
Wait, no, he just called me his sidekick.
Oh,
You're the sidekick now.
Yeah, all Hollywood.
Hey, Robbie, there are 4.2 million views of this. I just checked before I came down. You've got celebrities sending it out, tweeting it out. Have you accepted that you're now a celebrity? Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. It's totally natural. Well, you start the video by saying the country needs a pep talk. The world needs a pep talk. Why did you think the world needed that?
Maybe my sidekick knows.
Oh, pass it on to the side.
You got a spokesman. He's the press secretary.
Who came up with the words to it? You know, even the Robert Frost poem, two words.
Awesome.
There you go.
The comments. So is the dancing...
Sidekick thing's working out for you.
Is the dancing a part of the awesome part? The parts where you dance, did you create those moves? Can you show us those moves?
Come on out.
Let me
Get out
see.
here.
Come on. You know you want to do it. You're not
The
shy.
sidekick has to
Today, you go together, hand in hand.
saying,
Oh, here we go.
He's got so much dancing that his mic fell.
Here, let's do that. Let's see. Does
Just stick that in your pocket.
Let's put that here, right
Well,
here.
so while they're micing you up, who was your inspiration? Who's your inspiration? Is it Michael Jordan, Robert Frost? You mentioned a lot of people. Who's your inspiration?
Michael Jordan.
Okay, let's see those moves.
Here we go.
What do you have? You had some moves you wanted to show everybody.
Do we need music?
Yeah, let's give the man some music.
Music.
Do the one that he had one last night. The one for
Oh, that was crazy.
Here we go. So what's the crazy move?
this is the what was it?
What do you got, Mr. President?
Come on, Mr. President.
All right, he doesn't want to do it. Put him on the spot.
Hey, have you heard from President Obama? Have you heard? No, not
Not
yet.
yet?
All right.
I think
I think he wants all of you to get down there
Okay,
with him.
let's hear the move.
Okay, show me a move. Come on. Show me something.
Show us what you got.
What you
My
got?
sidekick has one.
Do you know the squirrel dance? Do you know the squirrel dance?
No,
Ray Lewis'
no,
squirrel
I
dance?
know it.
Let me show you. Oh, he's not a
They
Ravens
did a little
fan.
wiggle in their video. Can you show us that? Okay.
Okay. I love some of the lines in this video. He says,
So great.
I'm not in a party, I am a party.
Yeah, you remember that? There you
That's
go.
way better than anything I would have ever said.
When did this
amazing.
explode for you? When did this take off? Because as you said, you made it originally just for your family. Now 4 million hits later. How did you get there?
Yeah, our first video went online July 5th.
Right?
What do your friends think about this, Robbie?
Yeah.
Hey.
They're right. You are the party.
You're
It's so
so
good to meet you,
cool.
Mr. President.
Great to have you
Thank
here.
you for coming in, Brad. Thank you
right.
as well. Go check it out online if you haven't seen it yet. It's phenomenal.
Let
All
me
right,
get back
Natlie, we'll
here.
swing back here now for a
Got
quick
some
check
work to
of
do
the
for
headlines.
the news.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming in again today.
Now you
Got them all.
Yeah, sure.
Now.
It goes off.
Okay.
There's a little grasshopper in there.
All right.
You should do it now.
I would keep my shirt
Here we go.
on.
Yeah, we're going to keep the shirt.
Go ahead. Go. Look at it. Go for
Every
it.
day is Love Your Wife
Oh,
Day.
you
in
know
my house.
what? That's
I
just
got it.
being
That's right. And both Willie and I both walk in the house going,
Yeah. We shirted off.
oh, yeah.
No one's home, though, when you're doing
Exactly. That's right. They've learned.
They've learned. Exit stage left.
All right, Natlie. Thanks. Now, how about a quick check of the weather with shirts on?
That's right.
Yes.
Well, again, as Natlie just and that's your latest weather.
All right, Al. Thanks a lot. Coming up next, social media etiquette with Randy Zuckerberg. That's when we come back.
I'm going crazy.
Good to see you. I love that Willie in the commercial break said, let's try not to sound like old
Oh,
fogey here.
no. I'm a hall level
So
star.
that said, we're both on it. A lot of people on, millions of people. The etiquette,
Yes.
we're working this out. This is a work in progress,
it's like the
right?
wild, wild west society.
Randy, you know of what you speak. There was a little flare-up, let's call it, last month. Tell me if I get this right, and tell me
know
why
what
you're a blast email. Merry Christmas. Right.
Smaller group texts are okay.
All right, cool. Good advice. I don't think you sounded too much like a fogey in that segment.
No,
Good job,
that was
Tamron.
good.
Randy Zuckerberg, thank you. For more advice from the guys, Simone, Al Roker, Natlie Morales, and Tamron Hall, you guys are heading out to the respective cities.
right.
That's right, of course, and it's going to be, I'm in San Francisco, Natlie in
Baltimore.
Okay, so that's all Friday morning. And of course, we've been talking about Harbaugh versus Harbaugh in New Orleans, but here in New York City, we've got a real showdown. Natlie and Tamron versus yours truly and Mr.
Cool.
That's it.
Now, we know how to bring it. I mean, we talk it because we can bring it.
That's fine.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
It's just that way.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
were you
Well,
saying-
here's
were
a
you
great
saying
way to
something?
segue. Here's a
speak
great
on
way
the
to
field.
segue here.
Bring it, guys.
When is it okay to
Fill in the
basically
blank.
fill in the blank? Everything from your partner's weight, talk to them about weight and losing weight, to checking their emails,
Yeah.
to trash talking your co-hosts and
That's always
anchors.
okay. Yeah.
You know, when is it okay?
Yeah,
When is it not okay?
So looking forward to this segment to see what they say about the weight thing. When is it okay to ever tell your significant other about their weight?
I think, never.
I do too. It's a tough one, but we'll see. Because
Well,
if there's a health issue or
yes.
something, I don't know. But we'll see. But in the meantime, Mr. Al.
As I like to say, guess what? We know we're fat, okay? So
Yeah.
you're not helping us. Anyway, let's check your weather, see what we've got going.
Anchor at WNBC here in New York, Kelly Wallace is a chief correspondent for iVillage. Rachel Campos Duffy is an author and political pundit. And Dr. Janet Taylor is a child psychiatrist. Good morning, ladies. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Okay, I want to launch in because
I think it
Darlene?
depends on how you say it.
Really? How do you say it? Nice. I mean, give me an example of how you
Well,
present
what you
this.
don't want to say is you've beefed up nicely, right? You don't want to say that, but what you husband needs, I tell him he needs to lose weight, and
But I think it's context too, because often you could have an argument and you can say, you didn't take out the trash and you've gained too much weight.
Well, that's just abuse.
Well, that's what
fair.
happens
Low blow.
sometimes because we spend so little time communicating.
Really need to work out. And that did nothing for my body image. That did not help. And guess what? It didn't help the
I
relationship
admit there's a
either.
double standard that I would not like him to creep up on you, and I have told him.
I think that if there's a health
I mean it in
issue,
a
an
good way.
obvious health, serious issues, but if it gets into a health situation, that to me would be the only way that you could spare someone's
In
feelings.
reality, sometimes as women, we do take things a little bit too personal.
You think
Very
it's easier
often,
for
we
a
don't wanna
man
hear
to
it.
take than it is for a woman to take it, right?
Yeah, 'cause
I think it hurts a
will hear-
man's feelings as well. I think of my mom's advice, and she says, "I'm your man."
That's
Use
just a
some
nice
of
way to
that in your
put it.
relationship.
All
as
right,
well.
the next one is, when is it okay to snoop through your partner's emails?
We've been disagreeing. You don't want your spouse to see, then you probably should.
The snooping, because
I don't consider it snooping. I
Oh.
could go on my husband's email, and he can go on mine, and
words,
you
you
have
have
his
agreement,
password,
right?
and he has yours, and you can see it. Absolutely.
I do think when it is from them, I think that's
I say
the
let
better
the
way to
snooper
go.
beware, because if you find something, you need to understand.
something that seems a little suspicious, you now have to say, I went to basketball, it was easy. I mean, what do you do in that situation?
And it's the kind of thing I think that
You've done it?
It's open. I mean, it's understood.
You've actually gone in and read an email without permission.
Oh, I've done it. We've all done it.
But
That's my point. Everyone's done it.
I don't need, from my husband, I don't need permission.
It doesn't count as snooping.
No, I think I rationalize because my husband's getting all the breaking news to his email. So I'm just like, oh, it just keeps me up to date. Anything else?
I'm trying to help you.
The problems that technology brings to our love lives. Okay, moving on. When is it okay to borrow Earth? I think it's never. Shouldn't you tell your spouse or significant other?
Yes.
I mean,
It depends. I mean,
What do you mean,
depends
it
on who
depends?
you're lending the money to. If it's a
with a credit card
Yeah,
balance.
no, I mean, so I do the bills. I'm sort of the financial one in the family, and we were stretched a little bit a few years ago. So
It should have been, right.
It should have been
Absolutely,
great.
absolutely.
And I think, you don't want to keep secrets like that.
Before we run out of time, I want to get to this one because summer is around the corner, hopefully. When is it okay to go a tough time with this? What do you think?
I have great.
I have a lot of
guilty.
time, so when I have a time to go on vacation, I want to be with
Trip, you're not invited. Thank you very much. Up next.
have you
Thank
here.
you so much. Good to be here.
This has a little bit of a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde quality, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Loosely based on
What's it like playing two characters with these distinctive
5 p.m. every night, and he leaves at 8:25 a.m. every morning, which is a major plot point for us that we learn later in season 1. But Ian, of course, is your very dangerous alter, who's a sociopath and a master manipulator. Classic, earnest, honest, do-gooding self.
Wow. I think Felicia Rashad plays your ball.
Felicia Rashad, who is the dreamiest of all.
Yes.
I mean, I showed up for work the first day, and I was like, Mrs. Hyde.
Ms. Squall, good luck to you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much for on NBC.
And up next, Tamron and Willie getting ready for a head start in our Super Bowl cook-off.
What? They get a head start? Not fair.
No, guys
Not
versus
fair.
the gals. It's not. You're
Kidding.
really worked up about
Kidding,
this.
kidding.
Right after these messages.
Tammy Boo Boo's onion dip.
Ooh,
It was
Tammy
passed-
Boo Boo.
Yeah, Tammy, because it's processed cheese, like Honey Boo Boo and her family. But I got the recipe from Carmela Lang. Do is you put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours after you do the mayo. Put a little mayo in there, see? Stir.
Kenny, before you decide, before you decide, Al and I got to send to wash it all.
Is there any bribery from this side?
Yeah, we've got
We've already
cash.
told you.
We've already told you about the cash upstairs. So,
Okay,
Kenny,
Kenny, who do you
Come on.
think?
All right.
what do you think?
Everybody did a great job.
Yeah.
Tremendous. I love the bribery. For me, Super Bowl is all about hand food, eating, fun. Everybody's running around. Trophy goes to the kids. Yeah.
Up all our time.
Too much talking over there.
It has nothing to do with the beer, I swear.
Okay.
Does it help that
Kenny.